With a second down and 3, the fake to Montgomery. And downfield he goes. He's right on the screws. And that pass will be caught by Dante Pettis.
Chris Jones is, but Wilkins is another guy that's very disruptive.
Third down and 2. Blocked by Jones. Going deep. Looking for Claypool. And incomplete. Coverage by Crossan. Flag thrown at the 25.
Pass interference. Defense number 27.
Just press man to the outside, and Claypool working up that left sideline. You see Crossan grab.
Miami's D, third down and 10. Blocked by Montgomery and by Jones, and Fields on the move. He escaped one oncoming tackler by Cairo Santos, who has not missed this season. And he stays perfect. 3-zip Bears. Here they have the tight end in the slot. Second down and 8. Shell the block at the right tackle. Low and caught. Grabbed by Waddle. Tight end is Smythe. 3rd and 6. A nickel secondary for the Chicago Bears. Tagovailoa. Right down the middle where he finds great success, and that is caught on the play by Sherfield.
To the outside because they have a fear with all the bodies inside, but Tua is very aggressive in the middle of the field.
Going deep. Oh, and he's got him in the end zone. There's a little bit of jousting there on 1st and 10 with a flag. Vildor.
Pass interference. Defense number 22. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be spotted at the 1-yard line. First down.
Oh, and he's looking up into the sun, too. Mostert, touchdown. And the Bears let that Miami offense go right through them on a long drive, 75 yards, 1-yard touchdown plunge.
Miami defense.
Quickly outside, here comes Claypool. He breaks one tackle out there at Crossan. And then he's knocked out of bounds by Elijah Campbell.
There may be times in the huddle where I just say, hey, you run this, because he doesn't know the whole concept of the play. Just tells him in the huddle specifically.
Third down and 8. Whitehair the block, but they come up the middle. He got away from Phillips, who comes back chasing. Look at Fields fly. First down.
Are you kidding me, Kevin?
Ooh, wow.
I mean,
Crossan got him. Running back is Herbert, who offers a block, and Fields is chased, and he gets it outside, and it was grabbed right there. They get the first down. Looking drive by Chicago began at their 25 at the 19 of Miami, 1st and 10, and here goes Phillips chasing the quarterback. Come in again with a block and a touchdown. And the block from Equinemius St. Brown, 18-yard touchdown pass. Penalty makes it 1st and 15. Blocked by Armstead. Downfield, he's got him. The backpedaling Hill. He'll dance.
And then the way he's returned, you have to remember that severe concussion a couple of weeks ago.
Second down, 9, and in that gap, there they hit Waddle, and he's brought down by Jackson. They just got him in a trade this week with San Francisco. A fake and a fire. It's Wilson. Cedric Wilson out of bounds. Jeff Wilson, the running back. Tagovailoa has it to the end zone. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. We just told you he's only been targeted once in the red zone all year. He just caught one right there in a 3-yard touchdown reception. Flip it, baby. You're part of the flying Melendez with this high-flying offense. 3rd and 5. Blocked by Reef. Time for Fields and overshoots. Cedric Wilson is back for Miami, battling wind. Oh, it's blocked! It was blocked on the play. Phillips got it. Picked up Van Ginkel. Got it for the touchdown. Andrew Van Ginkel on the block punt by Phillips. Second down and 8. It's kept by the quarterback Fields. Hits the corner, has the first, and out of bounds he goes.
He was able to reach down and snag one that was a little low.
With the Montgomery run, second down and 2. Boy, look at him dig. Third down and 8. Big play, Fields, a run for 17. Back he goes. Here comes Chubb. There goes the ball. Touchdown! Mooney! What a grab! And he beat Xavier Howard. What a throw! A terrific catch by Darnell Mooney. And the Bears are back in business. For about 25 minutes of real time. Remember, there was the block punt. And now this, and look at the draw play to Mostert. Third down and 6. Shell the block and go. Oh, he's got him! It's Hill! He's going to fly down the sideline and inside the 20. Gesicki, the tight end. Sherfield on the move. 3rd and 15. They got the block from Hunt. Tua slips as he throws, but he got the ball away to Waddle because the wind blowing the telltale straight out. And missed it. For him earlier in the week, 1st down and 10. Wilson the block in time for Tua. But he's got his receiver. This is Hill. 47-yard line with that gain. Smythe is in, offering a block. Oh, nice swerving move by Wilson. He got another block downfield from Wilson. Wilson helping Wilson. At the 2nd down and 3 in the first possession of the second half. Fake to Wilson. Tagovailoa and caught for the touchdown, Waddle. 2nd touchdown pass by Tagovailoa. 18 yards and Waddle. And there he goes with the dance, and there he goes with his 6th touchdown reception of the year. Jones the block at the left tackle. Time for Fields. Now he'll accelerate to get the 1st down and break tackles, and he's off to the races. Oh, he got a terrific block down there by Mooney. He's in for 6. 61-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Justin Fields. He's got him. That's 2 points. Trayvon Wesco. And it's a 3-point game.
Well, and Deebo Samuel out in San Francisco.
Yes,
He got some.
3rd down 2. Blocked by Armstead. Outside Waddle. Pushed out of bounds by Johnson. 2nd down 9. Tagovailoa on a cross. He's got Hill. And he's got his receiver Hill from behind. Got a tackle from Sanborn. Making his first NFL start. He's down with the catch run to the 13 on 3rd and 7. Wilson in the backfield. Blocked by Shell. Down low. Caught. Diving pylon. Wilson. Touchdown! Miami! Jeff Wilson in his Dolphin debut. Tagovailoa with his 3rd touchdown pass for the Fins.
A couple of touchdown passes as well, and Tua getting into a rhythm with the new offense.
Here comes Chubb. There goes Fields. They'll throw it away down the sideline. Herbert was there. That's starting position for Miami after the punt. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa downfield. He's got Hill. Cracked at the 40. Early in the game, we have not seen him since. Houston Carson is the next defensive back. Whoa.
Got lucky.
3rd and 2. He caught 5.5. Tagovailoa out of the reach of Gesicki with the coverage on the play by Houston Carson.
And once again, another big 3rd down for the Bears.
And this is how quarterbacks are measured on 3rd and 2. Out to Montgomery. Lead block Jones. Diving, and he'll be close. Hit on the play by Sealer, who is following. 178 rushing yards. 4th and 1. They're going to try to push, and he gets it right there. Luke Getsy has done a terrific job as offensive coordinator, one of the youngest in pro football. 2nd down and 10. They go outside. Mooney. He broke 1 tackle there. 16 points in the first 4. Last 4, 23. Today, 25. 3rd and 1. Here comes Fields. Getting a block from Pettis, and that opens the door. And he's deep in Miami territory. Out of bounds about the Dolphin 31. He's accounted for 235 of the 290. It's a 1st and 10. They'll come at. Sledgehammering his way into Howard. Fake. Fields on the fly. Fields to the 5. It'll be goal to go as he races his way to the 5. Fake to Wilson. Smythe will block. Here goes Tua going deep. He's looking for Waddle. Incomplete. Coverage by Jackson. Flag at the 35.
Angle of the sun and going in from the shadows to the sun, back and forth.
Pass interference.
It is against Chicago and the veteran Eddie Jackson.
Automatic 1st down.
Wilson dives. Good stop. Nicholas Morrow Got a yard. 4th and 1. Mostert the back. Good block, Mostert. Time for 2. He's got Smythe. Underthrows him. Incomplete. Jones the block at the left tackle. Reef at the right tackle. Here comes Fields, and he's got the first. Staggering ahead. Here they come. Chubb had him, and he escapes, and he's running. And he breaks a tackle right there of Rowe, and he's got the first down.
I may have that matchup I like. Man-to-man, I'm looking to run. Zone, I'm looking for a window. Excellent job of execution there by Fields.
1st and 10. Crumbling pocket. They got him. They got him. And it was Ingram who came through. Melvin Ingram. They're going to have to be a lot closer than his longest. 3rd and 14. They need the 48 of Miami. And no one home. And going outside for N'Keal Harry.
The Bears showing blitz here and pressure, but I expect them to drop out.
Mostert is in. Gesicki the block going deep. He's got Waddle and broken up. Jalen Johnson, a terrific play for the Chicago Bears. 4th down.
Well, Tua's going to be kicking himself because he has Waddle for a touchdown if he just airs it out. Defense time to adjust from a personnel standpoint. Dolphins showing man right here.
2nd down and 8. Here goes Fields on the move again. And he's got the first down. Tackled by Sealer. Tumbles ahead to the 42. 2nd down and 8. 1 timeout Chicago. Here they come around the side. There goes Fields. He's chasing the play by Duke Riley. They need the Dolphin 48. Messy pocket going deep and looking for Claypool. Broken up.
That's got to be.
Holland.
There's
no
nothing. There's
flag. No flag. 4th and 10. Crossing.
Watch Crossing with that right arm. Now watch him pull him down as he tries to jump for the ball.
Oh, look at that.
Crossing pulls him back with both arms.
Yes. Fields. The rush. Chubb is in. Fields is throwing. Broken up. Broken up by Howard. Miami now in 1-score games this season, 5-1. And they go to 6-3. The Dolphins have won 3 in a row.